Back down, rise again. No matter the concept. Break me down, they tried to break me down. Don't ever break me down. Alright.
Hey, okay, another thing. Sorry, Charlie. You knock a man out, destroy my background research, and the best you got is sorry, Charlie? Is everything a joke to you?
What? MJ, no, I screwed up. It was a tension breaker.
Tension breaker, right. You know, this is exactly why we broke up.
I thought we broke up so you could focus on your career.
We broke up because you wouldn't stop treating me like a baby. Don't do this, MJ. Don't do that, MJ. Oh, that's too dangerous, MJ. I may not have super spider powers, but I'm not made out of glass.
You snuck into the middle of an armed military... You know what?
Someone just
Can we not
mentioned the
do this
movie.
right now, please. Did you learn anything about Dr. Michaels?
Fine.
Yeah,
Sable's in
baby.
the Bowery somewhere. Sable's moving him tomorrow at noon.
Awesome. Anything else? Was he saying something about Grand Central before I jumped in?
He was... No. It was nothing. Listen, I gotta go, Peter. Filing deadline.
Peter. That's how you know she's still mad. Peter. Nice work, Mr. Superhero.
Bro, I fucking hate MJ in this fucking game, bro. I fucking hate MJ. I don't care, man. You sit in my face, stand here, say in my face that, oh, I'm not made out of glass, and oh, I shouldn't be doing these things against fucking super terrorists. Like, fucking shit, man. Hold on, I'll read that in a second. But, like, damn. MJ is annoying. Peter cares for you, bro. Like, I get it. You won't want to be treated like a baby. But he's only treating you like a baby when it comes to literally super-powered terrorists. I feel like that would make him worry. That's so fucking dumb. Oh my god, bro. Like, god damn. Once you beat the Sinister Sticks, you want me to fucking snapshot Sinister Sticks?
It's Rio Morales. I want to thank you for getting Miles a job at the Seed Shelter.
Glad to. And please call
Like,
me
just
Mr. Parker is probably someone more together than me.
I should tell you, he has reservations. I finally gave him a choice. This or more therapy. He needs this. He just hates to feel like a victim.
why is he so immune?
Gotcha. I'm the same way. I'll let Aunt May know. And I'll make sure I'm there his first day.
Thank you again. It means a lot.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god! Bro, what the fuck? Alright, you can go down, bro. Just to clarify, hold on, let me read this real quick. Just to clarify, once you beat each member, they enter a fatigue animation allowing you to get close to trigger photo mode. Bro, I just fucking hate MJ, bro. I know you, I don't think you hate her, but I feel like it is kind of ignorant, you know, to say to the superpowered being that it is okay for me to go out and do insanely dangerous shit. Snap them and bash them for the greater good, yeah. Like, I get it. You're not made out of glass. I get it. I'm not baby. Like, I feel like Peter wasn't even babying her, like, for everything she did, right? Like, I feel like it was just for trying to fight or trying to go into the hideouts of terrorists. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm with Peter on this all the way. Like, I can see why MJ may be kind of mad, but, like, you gotta understand that this guy has more experience fighting these guys than you do. Considering the fact that this takes point at a logical height of his career,
Attention all units, active
Yeah, cause like, yeah, at this point he's in his prime. Like 2, 3 more years, and he's like aging, right? I don't know. I don't know how spider powers work.
Oh, sorry. My bus broke down and there were no cabs.
Oh my god, bro.
But I'll be
Oh
there
my
as soon as
god,
I
bro.
can.
I hate these swordsman guys, bro. I gotta take them out first. Look, I'm gonna read that in a second, but like just from off of like what I'm seeing. Look, let me read that. Hold on, before I form an argument, because I don't want to work off of half information.
The door's stuck. I'll get you. The door. Take it out. The longer the demons stay out there, the more lives they put at risk. I need to stop them.
Alright, let me read this real quick. Considering that the fact that this takes place at a logical height of his career, MJ tends to prioritize taking the initiative in case to accomplish can't 24/7. Superhero 101, they aren't omnipresent and tend to have a limited scope of their abilities. I get that. I reasonably get that, right? But what I'm trying to say is that I do not believe that MJ should be mad that Peter is worried, right? Like, I get it, you're trying to help, but the moment these dudes see you, you are dead, right? You are not only, like, putting your life in danger, you're also just putting a strain on Peter constantly. Like, oh man, I can't trust MJ to do basically any fucking thing, because she's going to put herself in a essentially suicidal situation constantly without telling me, without even informing me of this until after it is done, right? Like, the one thing that comes down to a relationship is communication, right? And you're not communicating the fact that you are going into hideouts of super mega terrorists, and your boyfriend is literally one of the strongest superheroes, like, literally ever. Like, I feel like these things are self-explanatory. Like, you should be saying these things. Like, and I feel like Peter shouldn't even be, like, I'm gonna be honest, Peter shouldn't just, like, I'm gonna be honest, that shit's just so annoying. Like, if Peter was mad at her, like, I feel like Peter's way too passive in this. Because, like, Peter is just like, oh, but I thought, no, like, he should be, like, actually mad at her. Like, I believe that Peter's in the right, like, 100%. Like, you don't want your girlfriend or your boyfriend or anything of that matter to literally go fight a super terrorist because, oh, I wanted to get some information. Look, information is important, and it could, like, potentially, like, save lives in the long run, but if you die, that's it. That's just it. There's no more, like, you don't have superpowers to back yourself up. You don't have anything, right? Like, you don't have anything. Like, you don't barely have self-defense. Main point, she's more of an accomplished journalist in that game and puts her life on the line, but learns to lighten up on Peter and supports his independence after Devil's Break outbreak. Wait, wasn't it like... I mean, I feel like Peter had a lot of independence and, like, I don't think she didn't support her. I think she just didn't want him coddling her, which is dumb in itself, but, you know. I thought that's what that was about. Like, I didn't like them getting back together. Like, I just don't like this. Like, MJ can be independent without being fucking stupid. Like... Because, like, in the comics, isn't MJ an actress, right? She's an actress in the comics, right? So she doesn't really have much of a reason to put herself in life-threatening situations like that.
Silver Sable ought to put me on the payroll.
Is there a crime right next to me?
Something we can help you with, Spider-Man. Do you guys, like, sleep in those suits? Come on, what's the deal?
Will he attack me?
Making me nervous, Spider-Man. Move along. Oh, don't be nervous. I don't bite.
From the game's narrative, she's taking on the aggressive support role instead of willingly sitting on the sideline. Personality kind of falls into two categories. Uh, falls into two categories. Like, I get it. You're a supporting character, and you kind of have to have shit to do, right?
Too busy saving you.
But I feel like from a personal standpoint, like not from like maybe I'm not looking at this from a purely narrative standpoint, but from a personal like real life standpoint, if my girlfriend were to actively put herself into like the fray like constantly, like literally genuinely suicidal situations, I feel like at that point, right, I can't trust her to do anything, right? Like, you can do things. And, like, if push comes to shove, yeah, sure, you gotta put yourself in dangerous situations like that. But I feel like MJ's just doing it to figure shit out while her boyfriend could show up and beat the shit out of everyone around them, right? Like, I get not wanting to be on the sidelines, but sometimes there's a difference between not being on the sidelines and not wanting to fight super terrorists.
For welding, provides remarkable magnetic insulation and limits cross-contamination between the neural interface and arms.
Want me to ruin your outlook on Doc Ock? Sure.
Doc loves these things. He used them in grad school when he had to manipulate radioactive isotopes. Says seeing them keeps him humble.
Remember Lenny the Closet Hacker Genius from GTA 5? I think I do. I think I know who you're talking about. Take a closer look at his model. Oh. Does he just look like Doc Ock?
Okay, looks like I could optimize this power relay.
Similarities pretty pop out on their own. Oh, so he just is a Doc Ock clone. I hate these mini games so fucking much. Skill issue? Yeah. Honestly, it is a skill issue, but I fucking hate these things so much. Like, it's supposed to break up gameplay, I'm aware of that, but, like, damn, they could not have done this in a more cool way, I guess. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just waiting for the skip button to show up so I can skip this. Oh, God. Oh. Skip.
Nice. Okay, what next?
Technically, the developers were so proud that they added a skip button on every single one.
In this neurosensor circuit.
Huh. I'm so glad they did, because if they didn't, I would just be not playing this game, bro. Or I'd be looking at a guide to beat every single goddamn one, bro. I don't give a damn. Oh my god. Do I have like, oh, I have a power limiter. I didn't choose it. Alright, cool. If I can actually complete this one, that'd be nice. You got you got off with a chip on your shoulder? Wow, it actually... And I'm missing 1 voltage. You know what? Well, I'm just waiting for the skip, bro. I did it, right? But I am not, for the love of fucking God, not, like... 100%, this one pre-patch took an adequate amount of puzzle experience to beat. Yeah, I mean... It's just annoying, bro. Like, I get it having mini games to kind of, like break up the constant gameplay loop, right? But I feel like Spider-Man's gameplay loop is actually rather fun, right? And like it's not even like you really do much of this outside of the main story. Like the main story is where you do most of this shit. And if I remember correctly, like the DLCs, like the city that never sleeps was like, bruh, blast that pre-wrap final dock puzzle. Wait, did it not have a skip button, or did it always have a skip button? Did they add like a skip button in a patch or some shit?
Should reduce lag.
What the hell is this? Bro, I hate these fucking puzzles, bro. I'm assuming they made it like so you could skip it. No, I'm not. Oh my god, man. This shit sucks. This game is garbage. Let me skip game. I don't like this. This game isn't fun. Like, I don't even have enough. I don't even got enough volts for this, bro. Like, how am I supposed to get enough volt? Like, how was I supposed to get enough volts for this? God damn.
I got it, Doc. 2.8 milliseconds. Good work, Peter.
Alright. Yo, that stuff's so cool, right? Like, I don't know how long it's gonna take for technology to get to the point where neural hand jaw prosthetic, I don't know when it's gonna like make it to the point where um uh neural like machinery will ever make it to the point where like it's that advanced. But when it does, that'd be sick. But like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't really want some corrupt corporation knowing how to fucking mess with my brain and shit. But like, it's cool, but it's also scary to think about that like one day, like somewhere in like I don't know, like 50 years, I believe, like neural technology will be like to the point where it's like this in the game. And like you could like genuinely make Ock's arms in real life. Like I could see so many possibilities for technology like this. Oscorp advancements coming to a nation near you.
Call that unbelievable. Do you need some help?
Yes.
Man, I feel so bad for Fuck, I dropped the headphones. Hold on. As I was saying, I feel kind of bad for
degenerative neurological disorder.
fucking
Probably caused by
fucking Dr. Octopus, bro. In this game specifically, I don't know how he is in the comics, but like knowing that your body is slowly but surely going to just not function anymore.
The mind
And then like shit like that, and like the thing that you've made is messing with your brain. I'd probably end up just like him, bro.
You're the only one who knows.
Because like
I'd like to keep it
the concept of aging is so scary, right? Because like one day you realize that just one day shit that you used to do like when you were like 12, 13 that you've just known how to do is like just not going to work anymore. And I think that's the scariest part about aging, is that your bodily functions are just slowly going to stop working correctly or just not work at all. And that's like the scariest part of becoming older. Not the responsibilities, in my opinion, but the concept of not being able to work your body the way you want it to.
Thanks, Doc.
The beauty of this game's narrative is that it tends to humanize their villains while firmly placing the blame on the corporation corruption of Oscorp. Yeah, fuck Oscorp, I'm gonna be honest. Despite contrasting heavily with the comics where Dr. Octopus never routinely suffered any from neural issues. Yeah. Like, it sucks that he just, like, Norman fucks so much shit up. Like, if Norman didn't exist, this game just wouldn't happen. I mean, I feel like, actually, no, would Spider-Man still happen? I mean, because, like, in the comics, I'm pretty sure, like, the radioactive spider came from experiments at Oscorp.
Risky. I
Like,
don't know, Doc. You'll need a gallium silk array to make it work. Even then, odds of injury are pretty high.
then the freaky spider beam to happen, yeah.
We'll work them out in time.
Like, it's so crazy to me, right? That fucking Norman fucked so much shit up, like consistently, like he consistently fucks shit up.
Doc's really sick. At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within a year. And if we're not careful, an intracranial implant could make things even worse. Even alter his personality. We need to proceed carefully.
Superior Spider-Man coming soon, maybe. It'd be a crazy twist if there was a game adaptation of Superior Spider-Man.
Doc, I'm sorry. My aunt just texted.
No worries, Peter. I was thinking of taking a break.
Like, it's so crazy. Like,
Thanks.
I feel like
I'll
Superior
be back in a
Spider-Man
few
should be in
hours.
more media. Cause like Superior Spider-Man has he ever been like in a TV show or something, and like an animation? Like I'm pretty sure he's going to be in Across the Spider-Verse at least, but alright, it's time to swap off the Raimi suit, bro. I like it, like it's cool, but all the suits I think are just better. Let's wear a suit I barely wear. Yo, Shizo, I want to hear your opinion on this. What do you think of the Marvel's version of Iron Spider suit?
Hi, May.
The Marvel's Iron Spider suit.
Running late.
Outside of
I'm
mobile
actually
game
on my
inclusion,
way
body
now.
swap and plot
Have you
involved
heard from
superior are usually ignored. Yeah.
Said he was coming, so
How do you feel about
Good. I'll
the
be there
MCU
Bye.
Iron Spider suit? Because I think it's whack. Personally, I think the suit is whack compared to like the comics Iron Spider. But I don't know. That's just me personally. I feel like it's just too much. Like, it's like the Iron Spider. It's Iron Man's spider suit. Like just make it so that way it looks like Iron Man. Like, it's not that hard. You could have just done what the Iron Spider was. But like, to be fair, the MCU has a problem with over designing their their characters with like this like whole cyberpunk army like designs with their suits with like V's on their fucking chest or whatever and shit, like these like V tape like outlining the like the waist with a V or whatever, and like adding a bunch of unnecessary details that make it more look like a military combat suit than an actual like an actual like superhero suit. Like, I get it, like you gotta make it a little bit realistic, but like I don't know if it's the play for. Let me read what you say. Summing up, aesthetically is an acquired take that suits are the more gritty, over-designed angel that fits the climate of war during Civil War, climate of the war during Civil War. I mean, yeah, I get that, right? I get that, but I think it would have just been cool if they decided to. The Iron Man influence is a nice touch, but it's also subtle reference back to the Ultimate comics. Oh wait, it's like the Iron Spider suit. Like, are you talking about the MCU Iron Spider suit? It's like a reference to the Ultimate comics, because like I've never read them. I just know like Cliff Notes versions of the Ultimate verse. Like, yeah.
Receiving reports of a robbery. Suspects are armed. Please mobilize toward Flatiron. Over.
Like, I get it, it's, like, supposed to be more like a gritty take, but honestly, I feel like the aesthetic kind of feels more like the same. Yeah, like, for every person. More of an emphasis on sharper lenses with flexible spandex to ease the form of transportation. Oh! Oh, I got it, like that, got it.
We got a fighter.
Like, yeah, it's... I feel like it's an acquired taste for most people. I don't like it. I would have preferred the regular, like, Spider, like, not Iron Spider, but, like, Spider, like, Iron Spider from the comics and not from, like, whatever the fuck, MCU did. You know, it's always nice to find someone you can just talk about comics with, you know? Like, I don't know too much about them. Like, I feel like I know a bit more than the average person, but I don't know that much. I don't think I know that much, you know? But it's always nice to hear, opinions on comics, because, like, a lot of the time when I'm, like, when I'm,
should be just ahead.
when I'm, you know, like, in the chat, like, most of my fans are My Hero fans.
What?
Uh, it's a more of a 7.5 for me, since it's meant to be an influential design derived from design by Tony, with nothing really to help it stand out Peter-wise.
I gotta go. I promised
Yeah.
I wouldn't be late.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really stand out Peter-wise, right?
Farmer's market. I can cut through there.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Like, yeah. I feel like my favorite suit is probably the 2099 suit. But, yeah. That's just me, personally. Like, the 2099 suit is my favorite suit.
Uh-oh.
How do I? But that the entire point of the progression in MCU. How do I hack this shit again? I don't know what the fuck to do here.
Everyone have their IDs out and ready for inspection.
You're kidding me. It's gonna take forever. That drone wasn't watching. Could jump the fence. You just need to isolate the drone signal. Wow, that was too easy. I can't believe Sable systems are unsecured. Maybe I'll send an
It's
anonymous
crazy that Miles is, like, so smart. Like, I feel like every single Spider-Man character is smart.
Maybe I could turn on that siren.
Like, it's crazy how every single, like, going from an intellectual genius student whose homework appeals to the hero who is a little guy who ends up undergoing his evolution through loss and suffering. Oh, this whole Spider-Man point. Like, yeah, Spider-Man kind of is now a, you know, like, he slowly becomes more of like for every single, like, small town hero, like, Spider-Man is, like, the biggest small town hero besides, like, I don't know, Batman, if you count him as one, because, like, his primary place of work is Gotham.
More drones? Gotta blind them. Those things have mounted guns? Can't let them spot me.
Sad they had to straight up fizzle out Uncle Ben from the kid and only to rehash it with Aunt May. Why did they do that, by the way? Like, does, like, Uncle Ben just, like, I heard that it's, like, Uncle Ben died and, like, it's, like, the whole story of Spider-Man from there.
It was less terrifying. Come on. Ignore me. I'm invisible.
Come on, let me get over this.
Okay,
cool.
I'm in the clear. Phew. That was intense.
Look at the framing between the three movie continuities.
Hi, honey. Did you make it to
The thing is, I never watched the the MCU Spider-Man trilogy. That's the whole thing. I never watched it.
Work at that shelter, you know.
You said I did.
Like,
So, I gave you a choice.
I kind of knew what I was
Yeah,
seeing. Like, I
well,
kind of
James
knew what I
was
was
over
getting.
more
Like the
therapy.
whole Spider-Man story,
I
you
mean, it
know.
was
But this time he's
helpful.
like even
The guy
younger.
said
It
everyone
feels
grieves in
like.
their own way. This is mine.
I think that's mostly because Tom Holland actually looks like a fully ass
Just 'cause
teenager.
I don't want to talk
To be
about it
fair,
doesn't
he
mean
looks
I
like a
don't love it.
Hollywood teenager in quotation marks, like a Hollywood teenager that looks like a fucking supermodel. But you know,
I gotta go. I'll call you on my way home.
comic accurate version that pulls no punches when telling his accidental death. Yeah. I forgot a bunch of the Andrew Garfield trilogy, or not trilogy, but fucking duology. Um, but like,
Hey, Pete.
um,
Hey, sorry I'm
didn't
late.
they show Uncle Ben's death there? And it was kind of like Peter being a dick too. So that way, like you know, like
Almost noon. Sable
they
should be
didn't
near
really.
Dr. Michaels. Better get to the Bowery and locate him.
Amazing tends to muddle up the setting by swapping it over with a milk store mugging. Oh. Yeah, cause like, wasn't he like trying to get some shit? And then like, he like, fucking got mugged and whatever? I don't remember how that full thing went. Instead of emphasis on overconfidence with his new superpowers. Oh. Oh. Honestly, I would really like opting to make a little bit of a Punisher approach to the first part. Oh. So it's like more of like a straight-laced revenge story than like a lesson about overconfidence and arrogance. Yeah.
Hey, Yuri. I'm heading to the Bowery to make sure
Dickish
Michaels
Spider-Man
gets to his safe
vigilante?
house.
Oh.
You know, safely.
I wouldn't do that. Silver Sable made it clear you are not welcome.
Yeah, well, what's she gonna do?
It makes,
Honestly,
it doesn't not make sense. I mean,
Fine.
I don't know why they
I'll be
really
in the
glossed
neighborhood,
over
but
it.
not too close.
Honestly, I feel like they glossed over it simply for the fact that I feel like everyone knows Spider-Man's origin to a degree. Like, Uncle Ben dies, with great power comes great responsibility, yada yada yada. Like, it's like telling the Batman, like telling Batman's origin over and over again. Like, you know it already. Like, you already know this. Like, I feel like people know this already. Like, I feel like the MCU is just assuming that you know Spider-Man, right?
You know,
Or, like,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
knows
to
the
at least
world.
some degree. Like, you don't need to know him fully, but you need to know at least the great responsibility time part. Over time, he learns same lesson via Captain Stacy and all the Connors deaths. Yeah. If I remember, Captain Stacy was, Gwen Stacy's, dad? And, like, I don't know what he died from, but, yeah. And wasn't there, like, a whole arc where Gwen Stacy, like, fucking hated Spider-Man?
All units, immediate backup.
Like...
We're ready for you, Dr. Michaels. Is that the Devil's Breath?
It's called GR-27, not...
Gwen felt it could have been spaced out a bit more for more room to grow. Oh, yeah.
I feel better already.
Great payoff scene, though. Yeah, with the whole
Packages on the move.
dying, you know? That part is pretty nice.
This way, Dr. Michaels.
What the hell is that?
You know, you would think that Sable agents would have had this shit on lockdown, but apparently not, bro. Apparently not. Like, you think they'd have this shit on lockdown, but they do not, bro. They suck. They suck. I mean, yeah, I guess they do suck. I feel like the only part of, hold on. Fun fact, in No Way Home, it's hinted that Andrew grew so grim and depressed that he stopped holding back and killed people. Yeah, I heard about that. Like, honestly, I really would like to see just a third installment of that movie. Like, a third Amazing Spider-Man, right? Like the MCU, you know, like, it's cool and all, but I want to see, like, a superhero movie, like, detached from the MCU entirely. That is just grim and sad. Just fucked up. Like, the events after Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, Peter Parker just doesn't give a fuck anymore, and he's just killing niggas. Like, he just doesn't care. Minus the attachment to the symbiote. Oh, yeah, he never got the Venom symbiote, huh? Because they talked about it with Toby and they had a conversation about it. Yeah, I don't like the fact... I would have really liked to see Andrew Garfield's take on the symbiote story. Or the Andrew version of it. But to be fair, if it were up to them, I feel like it would have been like... I feel like if it were up to them, right? They'd probably do some weird shit like where Venom is like a fucking tertiary villain while he's taking on all the other shit. I mean, it'd be cool to see, but like, I feel like the whole Venom symbiote thing is kind of like a whole Eddie Brock, you know, centric thing. Like, I feel like you could show the effects that it has on, like, other villains. Like, maybe the villains are just like, you know. I always love those stories where the normally super pure good guy just doesn't give a fuck anymore, just stops holding back, and all the villains are like, oh my god, the only reason we're getting away with half the shit we do is because he doesn't care. Do you want to hear an in-depth course of mechanics of symbiotes? I mean, sure, but it's probably stuff I've heard before since I do like symbiotes a lot, you know. I mean, I feel like you may surprise me considering you've surprised me this entire time, so.
Need to clear the guys in the trucks before I go
yeah.
leave.
Like you've surprised me before, so go ahead. I'm surprised I didn't die for that. Ooh, that's a whip guy. Oh shit. Watch the Sleeping Peter being taken over the symbiote, soloing the 6. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like, he was like hard soloing all of them in his sleep. And then he woke up and was like, what the fuck happened? Which is crazy to me, because I'm kind of afraid that, like, it wasn't, like, entirely the symbiote. It was kind of like, I know the symbiote is the reason he was asleep and fighting, right? But it's like kind of like my headcanon that the strength was just Peter's restricted strength. Like, it was just his unrestricted strength. Like, it's not, like, it's, like, the symbiote is using the unrestricted strength of Peter Parker. Like, I know the symbiote is probably going to give him a power boost. Like, yeah, I get it. A couple of flaws with that interpretation. I mean, there probably is flaws with that interpretation itself. But I think it'd be pretty cool to think about.
Giving you a new perspective.
Oh, shoot. Oh my god, bro.
I must be honest. I was hoping to bring you here. My abilities lend me a certain persuasiveness. I've been watching you. I was waiting for you at City Hall. You never came. Where were you?
Oh shit, it's to enter the ghetto realm? Huh.
It was a shame.
Entering the ghetto realm, yeah.
Die with no heroes to save them.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
That officer saved your life, didn't he? He was here because of you.
Yeah, but yeah, it's probably that the symbiote was just fucking manhandling them, but I'd like to think that it was just Peter's just unrestricted raw strength that, like, just let him solo the 6, and he could have done it by himself if he really wanted to, but since he has to hold back, he doesn't. But I guess if he was fighting the Sins, he'd probably have to exert a lot more force than if he was fighting like one of them at a time.
Norman is a hidden cancer on this city. He must be excised with no trace of his corruption to return. Norman hides behind his mask of lies. I will break it apart and drag him into the light.
Oh my god, ow.
Become one of us. Thanks, but no thanks. What?
In the mainline comics, canon symbiotes are spiritually and mentally linked to back to their host. So they just like know everything about you. Okay. So they're just like adopting biological aspects of themselves into during their lifetime. Oh yeah, cause like wasn't the whole reason Venom was crazy was because he used to be Deadpool's symbiote at one time, right? Wasn't that like a whole thing? Like he was once Deadpool's symbiote, and then like now that once it got to Eddie, which explains Venom's black webs and physical strength. Yeah, like it was once Deadpool's, then it was Peter's, and then it went back to, and then it went to Eddie. Yeah. Or Carnage's Spider-Man-esque abilities, yeah. Like, I know that that symbiotes aren't naturally, like, all Spider-Man-like. It's just that Venom made a bunch of his kids, and they all resembled Spider-Man's powers, kinda. Like, I know that's basically how that works. Oh my god. These guys do no damage.
While he sits in his ivory tower. This isn't real. Show me your true strength.
Remember that one comic event where the Hulk fused with a symbiote? I feel like I am aware of it being a thing, but I've never seen it myself. Oh my god.
The shadows are sworn to me, and I will give them strength. What? Destroy the mask.
Oh my god, bro.
I won't abandon you in the darkness, Martin.
Oh my god, stop it!
I will break you and leave you brain dead.
Oh. You can actual enemy.
I will find your family and kill everyone you love. You can't! You can come back to the light!
Boom. I'll read all your stuff in a second. It's kind of like hard. I gotta like hard focus on this real quick. There's so much shit going on.
You will rot in your own mind. No!
Alright, there we go. Show me your true strength. Guess the Japanese influence is strong, negative. I mean, he is an Asian man. So, I guess it would make sense. Right? You know, there is a real dichotomy of me with the 3AM squad and me without the 3AM squad. Because, like, them not being here, it just makes me a lot more calm. Like, I just, like, kind of chill. Anime-looking motherfucker? Yeah. True. I mean, to be fair, yeah, that makes sense.
You okay?
Did they take it?
Yes. How worried should I be?
Very.
You're a popular guy.
Oh, Silver Sable.
Where is the serum?
Gone.
Discoya. So-called superhero. You think you saved
Bro,
the
okay,
world?
so can you explain this to me? Right? How in the world is Silver Sable even, like, keeping up with Spider-Man? Is she, like, a super soldier? Like, how the fuck is she even able to do that?
We need to brief Mr. Osborn now. I'll go with her.
Like, is she super soldier? I'm assuming she's a super soldier. Because like there's not enough combat training in the world for you to be able to throw hands with Spider-Man casually like that and win constantly. Like, I would get it if she were like a super soldier and it was confirmed, but like it never says anything about her being a super soldier.
Yuri, tell me you've got a lead on Martin Lee's location.
We have footage from a guy at a coffee shop. Looks like he hopped into a black sedan after the crash.
Black sedan, great.
Let me finish. We have a partial plate. And one of my patrol guys...
Never formally read any of her comments, but I believe she has some form of mechanical augmentation. That makes a lot more sense on how she can hit Spider-Man like that. Because, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If Spider-Man was like 100% accurate, wouldn't his spider senses always react to basically everything like Ultra Instinct? Or is it like Silver Sable's just not seen as a threat, right? Or could it be some serum or some kind? It could be. She does seem like the super soldier type.
Shouldn't this be in an Arctic bunker?
Devil's Breath is personal for Norman. It's been his obsession for decades. The project breaks every state and federal regulation on the books, but he doesn't care.
If the city finds out, he can kiss re-election goodbye.
Never mind re-election. He'd be tried in The Hague for war crimes.
Why are you telling me all this? Aren't you just as culpable as Norman?
Yes. Completely. But Lee's actions have been a wake-up call. We've ignored the project's risk for too long. I trust you, Spider-Man. You're the only one trying to do the right thing. Please, protect the city from our mistakes.
Spider-Sense isn't exactly danger radar. Bit more of a passive extra sensory ability. True. I guess that would make more sense, right? Because I feel like in a lot of things, people like it says that like spider senses are kind of like stronger depending on how much of a threat it is. So I guess Peter has to react to it themselves, and I guess he didn't see it much of a threat. Shuriken gets any active threats instead of every single thing, yeah. I guess, but I guess Silver Sable wasn't much of a threat there. Like, I feel like she wasn't in that moment trying to bring Spider-Man down, right? She was just pissed off at him for losing the Devil's Breath shit.
Beginning to dawn on me just how powerful and insidious the forces arrayed against true visionaries are. I promise you, though, it won't be long.
So, like a couple weeks ago, I went to see Shazam: Fury of the Gods, right? I don't know what everyone else says. Like, I know people say it's like a popcorn flick and it's not that good of a movie, but I really like Shazam is so insanely relatable to me. Even on higher dimensional planes or in areas that exist outside of space-time. But yeah, like I'm saying that Shazam overrated. What, Shazam's overrated? Look, I don't care what anyone thinks, but I relate to Shazam on like a metaphysical level. Like the whole like imposter syndrome shit and not wanting to be left alone and not wanting to be alone, right? I like superheroes cover that before, but I feel like superheroes only cover the whole concept of not wanting to like fail everyone, but like Billy Batson's not wanting to fail everyone and then everyone leaving him because he's an orphan. And I just relate to the concept of just not wanting to be alone, right? Like not wanting to be alone is like kind of one of the reasons I became a YouTuber in the first place. Like most of it is because I wanted to entertain people, but I also kind of just like when I'm playing games, I kind of just want company, you know? And like company may come in like people in comment sections or people talking to me, making me feel like what I'm doing is actually reaching someone.
Breath is gone.
Ever heard of the niche character Orion? No. I've never heard of him. Which is actually a really deep cut, because I feel like I know a lot of shit. Son of the new god Darkseid. Oh! Wait, Son of Darkseid? I thought you were about to say Son of Thanos now. Oh, it's this fucking mission. Oh my god, bro.
The demons are looking for something at GCT. But what could they possibly need here?
I fucking hate this mission so much. God damn it, MJ.
Actually, scratch that. He'd probably just
well, at least I know I'm getting, like, close to the end of the game. Tune into the DCAU once in a while. Look, bro, I barely watch TV like that. I barely watch much of anything. I barely watch anime like that.
Look at all those
with every single viewing and then some, yeah. Honestly, I am going to make an effort to watch more shit. Like, I've been planning on trying to watch the Batman the Animated Series. But yeah. Honestly, I think I kind of want to leave it here because, like, I do not want to do this mission. Kind of tired. So I'm going to save for now. Right? And I will see everyone later. Thank you for hopping and streaming, Shizo. Very nice information, but I will see you later.